Hey guys, we're doing a live randomly Monday night. I got to show you this because this is what we're talking about. This is my chicken scratch. Is it zoomed in? That's what we're talking about. This is going to be a short one. Thanks for tuning in and watching the replay. If you're watching a replay, if you're here listening live, then thank you for being here live. If you are watching, let us know you're in here and let us know where you're watching from. Hey, Chantel, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to go over 3 myths about what you really want. These are 3 myths about what you really want. And I think that in many cases, we don't know what we want. So I'm going to tell you. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to start off with the first one. And the first one is because it's an easy one. Everyone's like, hi from Edmonton. Hey, Chantel. Oh, yeah. Did I say tell me where you're from? All right. Tell me where you're watching from. I'd like to see where you're watching from. And if you're watching the replay as well. So myth number 1 is I want to lose weight and I want unlimited money. Check it out, Chantel. That is the 3rd one on my list. I want unlimited money. So of course that's on the list as well. So I want to lose weight is number 1. Number 2 is I just chose this. I want to have more views on YouTube because I'm getting more into the YouTube world, and it's like it's a different world. It's like a crazy, it's its own realm. And then and I'm only going to give you an example. So there's a lot of people that are like excuse me, I just came back from this conference, and there's so many people that are like, I need more views, or I need to get more subscribers. And I was like, that's me too. And then I thought about it, and I was like, is that what I really want? So that's myth number 2. And number 3 is I want more money. I see there's some of you coming in and out. Let me know where you're watching from if you're coming in and out. I would ask you what your goals are or what it is you really want, but a lot of people won't share that or express that because they're afraid of failure. And if they say that publicly, and it doesn't happen, then they're going to feel like a failure. So I think that's brave of you for you sharing that, Chantel, saying I want more money. But again, I'm going to go through the 3 lists, 3 myths here very briefly. I'm not going to be here long, but I wanted to share this with you. I thought about writing it, and I thought about recording a video, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to jump on here live because then it's easier. Then I get a chance to share and express, and then it's out there, and then you can do what you want with it. Hopefully it helps. Okay, so I want to lose weight. This is number 1 myth, clearly. Everyone wants to lose weight. And I say it's a myth because most people don't want to lose weight. Like, that's not the goal. And I was going to title this goals, or like the goals you really want, but no one wants to talk about goals. They don't want to hear about goals. But listen for a second. I want to lose weight is something that almost everyone says, especially when it comes to women. And women are always like, I want to lose weight. But this is a myth because you don't want to lose weight. What you really want is you want to have more confidence. You want to feel better. You want to have more confidence when you look in the mirror. You want to fit in your clothes. So there's so many different things that you really want. Losing weight is a byproduct of that. It's not a specific goal, and that's why it doesn't work. It doesn't work when people are like, I want to lose weight. So when I used to sit down in front of people for personal training, I would say, what kind of goals do you have? Or what, like, why are we sitting here? They say, I want to lose some weight. And I'm like, no, you don't. What's your real goal? And then they would go blank because they think that that's what they always wanted. Like, I always wanted to lose weight. This is what I'm always chasing. And energetically, if you're always wanting something, you can never achieve it. You're always chasing it. So that's why losing, like, your goal or your mindset of what I really want, that's why losing weight is a myth. You don't want to lose weight. You want to feel better in your clothes. You want to feel comfortable when you go into a room. You want to have that confidence. You want to be able to tie your shoe. You want to be able to walk up the stairs without losing your breath. There's a lot of different things that we want, and none of that, or very, very little of that, has to do with losing weight. So if we were really wanted to achieve that goal, we would need to decide what it is we really want. We really want to have more confidence. So what are other ways to have more confidence? And these are things that we need to think about, and they're specific to each individual. Those of you that are jumping in and out here, let me know where you're watching from. I'd love to know who's in here with us and what town, city, province, state, country you're in. Okay, so you have to decide what it is you really want. If it's confidence, you have to decide what's going to make you feel more confident. If it's you want to fit in better clothing, then you have to decide what size of clothing that is that's realistic to you. Because we have to understand that there's all different body types. And if we just say that I want to lose more weight, well, what is that? What's your ideal goal weight? And understand that your ideal goal weight is much different than someone else's. Just because one person is 130 pounds doesn't mean that's going to make you feel comfortable. Like one person could look anorexic and very uncomfortable in their own body at 130 pounds. Or what about like when we were 17 and we're like, oh, I felt great when I was 17. I want to go back to 112 pounds. I mean, that's I wouldn't say that. I'm not going to tell you that don't set realistic goals. I'm just saying that isn't all that comfortable. Like even if, like I could say that it's not that achievable, but we could make that happen. It's not going to be very comfortable for you though. So that's something I wanted to share with you, that you have to decide what it is you really want. Losing weight as a goal or as something that you want to achieve is a myth. We don't want to lose weight. We want to achieve everything around losing weight and what it represents. Okay, that's number one. And I got two more on the list here. You have to bear with me. I should have left that as a teaser at the end, so you have to stick around for the whole thing. No, I'm just kidding. Dorothy says she's in Olds, and Chantel's in Edmonton, and there's a few other people in here. I'm not exactly sure where you guys are watching from, but you don't have to say anything if you don't want to. Okay, number two, and this one here is, I say number two is I want more YouTube views. And that's a myth, but it's not just YouTube views. It's more Facebook views. It's more likes. Thanks for all the hearts. The hearts are pouring in. Even if you don't run a business, people still want hearts. They still want likes. They still want views. They want to have that. Maybe you guys can help me out with this. They want to have that acceptance, the social, it's not the word I'm looking for, but the social acceptance, and they want to feel loved. Like they want to feel the love. They want to have their voice heard. Just like the YouTubers, they want their story to be shared. Some people want a bunch of views because it will give them financial freedom, let's say, or they want to be an influencer. But the views alone have nothing to do with that. So if they had 10,000 views and no one bought anything from them, that's not going to get them their goal. It's not going to give them anything achievable, let's say, other than views. They don't want views. Like what are views going to do except make you feel good? Like, oh my gosh, I got 100,000 views, but that's not really their goal. That's why it's a myth. The goal is to be a public figure. It's to be recognized. It's to be for people to hear their story. It's to be like they call it influence marketers now. So people will come to them, give them products, they'll talk about them and get paid for that. So, and again, there's a lot of other things that you can do. For example, you can sell products. You can develop your own products. And let's say you had 1,000 views and 50% of the people bought. That's probably not realistic. Usually 10% buy or less. But let's say you had 250,000 views and 5% bought. Wouldn't that give you your financial freedom? So it has nothing to do with views. And it's the same thing with when we're looking at Facebook, when we're looking at, like, it helps our business grow. So for us to be like, oh, we like it. Like, I'd love it if you would share this video, because then we can help reach more people. And that can help our business grow. So for us, like, having financial freedom is important so we can travel and move around, helping more people. Like, we do what we do because we care. And I think most people know, like, you wouldn't be sitting here listening if you didn't believe or realize that we care about the people that we work with. And we put these videos together. We put the videos, radio shows, graphics, everything that we do is to reach a larger audience, because we want to help as many people as we want to. Most entrepreneurs are in the same boat, but it's not always done ethically, I suppose. Some entrepreneurs are led by financial purposes, for example. So that's the second one. I'm going to wrap things up here really quick. So the first one was weight loss. Weight loss is a myth. You don't want weight loss. We want the byproduct of weight loss. The next one is I want more YouTube views. We don't want more YouTube views. We don't care about them. We think like superficially that makes us feel good, but we look at that when we see that number. But it's just like stepping on the scale. Like when you step on a scale and you're 180 pounds and you're like, oh my gosh, that has to go down. If you don't have that confidence, if you don't feel comfortable in a body that's 140 pounds, let's say, then it doesn't matter if you're going to be 110 pounds. You could be 110 pounds and you could still have those same insecurities. You're just going to weigh less. You're not going to feel comfortable. There's just as many people that are let's say too skinny that are overweight, that have those insecurities, that feel horrible about themselves, that don't fit in their clothes. So it doesn't matter if you're overweight or underweight. We have to decide what really makes us happy, what it is that we want, and what's going to help us achieve our goals. And so weight loss is a myth. More likes, more shares, more views on YouTube, that's a myth. And the last one, excuse me, is I want more money. So most people say, I want more money. And like, what does that represent for you? Like if you have more money in the bank, what does that mean? Does that mean you get to spend more money? Does that mean you have more investments? Do you get to donate more money? So let's just say, for example, you have money in the bank and you never spend it. What's the point of having it there? If like just having that financial security, like that's fantastic, but it's not going to change your life other than being stressed out and not having enough money. I mean, and when I say that, I mean, like, I'm not talking about like not having enough food, for example. Like those of us in North America, we have a very different mindset of having enough money. Like we could have fancy cars. Like it's funny, like if you look at entrepreneurs, for example, they have fancy cars so they can take pictures of it, so they can hold their fancy watch in front of the logo of their BMW that they can't even afford. And then you can look at maybe third world countries and they have a very different perspective of what enough money is. Most of us have more than enough money. If we look at we have a warm place to sleep, we have food on our table, we have a place to call home. That is having enough money. So we have to realize what's going to make us happy. Now, I hope you don't mind, Chantel, that I call you out here for a second, but you said you want unlimited money. I want unlimited amount of money. So if we said that money will make you happy and you want unlimited amount, then does that mean that no amount will make you happy? So we have to understand that what our goals are, what our intentions are, what is the byproduct of having more money. So it's entirely different if we understand that we can, like, of course we can travel more, we can have nicer things, maybe we can donate more, we won't have that stress. But we have to understand that the mindset of more money is going to continue to always manifest into wanting more money or needing more money, instead of getting rid of that mindset of lack and acceptance that we have enough, like living a life in abundance, that we have more than enough, and that these are we want byproducts. Like we don't want more money. Maybe we want more financial security. So if we add more, so how can we get more financial security? Maybe we don't go to Starbucks and buy a $7 coffee every morning. I don't know. Just throwing that out there. Maybe we don't drive a $60,000, $100,000 car. Not sure. Maybe we live in a 1-bedroom apartment instead of a giant house with a garage we never use and a basement we've never been in. These are things that we don't think about. We just say, I need more money. I want this financial freedom, but we don't realize what it's actually bringing us. Let me read a couple of comments. To me, more money is more freedom to do what I want, like travel. True. It's a high expectation for unlimited money. And I don't, like, Chantel, I'm not saying like you shouldn't have high expectations. I am the last person that would ever say your expectations are too high. I just want you to realize what's beside it. Like, I think we're so focused on this, like so focused on weight loss. So every time we get on that scale, like, it doesn't matter what the number is. every time we get on that scale, we're disappointed because it's not enough. Like we don't have a set clear goal of like what that number is and what it's going to bring for us. It's going to be 140, 130, 110, and we're never going to be happy because we don't realize what's the byproduct. What's like, are we more confident? Is weight loss going to give us more confidence? Is fitting in jeans going to give us more confidence? Maybe, but if you set that very clear in front of you, it will. So if you say more money, like if you say unlimited money is going to make me happy, Chantel, then there's no way to make you happy because it'll never be enough, because it'll always be more. You always need more and more. So if you say I need $5,000 a month, if I need $2,000 a month so I can pay my bills and so I can travel wherever it is, like where he says you want to travel, like where do you want to travel? How often do you want to travel? I think in many cases we can put like 10 cents aside. We can get a lower phone bill. We can get less cable or cut off cable. Like we cut off cable years ago because we never used it. Like it's very important to understand like what your goals are. Like if you say I want to have a bit more money so I can travel, then in most cases we can put a little bit of money aside month after month, and doesn't have to be a lot of money. It could be $10, it could be $3, it could be pennies, but that's going to add up until you have something that you want to attain, instead of looking at like unlimited money. So I want more money, I always want more money, we're always going to want more money. So I hope that made sense. I hope we're on the same page there. Those were just 3 myths I wanted to talk about today. I've got it right here, my chicken scratch of, I usually don't write things down, but I came back from the conference and they're like, you should plan a little bit. Maybe just plan a little bit. So I thought I would bring this up here and share with you guys the 3 myths about what we really want. And I 100% believe that these are myths. Hey, Carrie just jumped in there. Chantel said, I agree. Thank you for the different point of view. You're welcome. And that's what I'm here for. But I think it just really comes back to deciding what it is you want, figuring out how to get there, and understanding that in most cases, like we're so focused on like that one thing. Like I need to have more YouTube views, let's say. And I hope you understand that. I understand that most of you aren't YouTubers. So I hope you understand what I'm saying here is it's not the YouTube views. It's not the likes on the post that you put up. It's not the comments. Like it has nothing to do with that. It's that gratification that you want. So can't we get that somewhere else? Can we get that from our own family, for example? Can we get that from our friends? Can we get that from our coworkers? And if we can't, do we have the right people surrounding us? Do we have the right friends? Do we have the right coworkers, and we're at the right job? If we're not, then maybe we need to look for a different job. Maybe we need to take a step back and find some better friends that are more positive to what we do. So when you decide what it is you want, and we must decide, so many people have no idea what they want. Once you decide what it is, look at it from the side. Look at it from the side angle. Like, is it really money that I want? Or is it that financial freedom? If it's financial freedom, maybe we need to look at trying to find online jobs. There's so many. I was looking at today, there's so many things that you can do online. You can fill out surveys and get paid for it. You can subscribe to an email list and get paid for it. You can package your junk mail and mail it to a company, and they'll pay you for it. Of course, it's not going to be like $10,000 a month. Like these are all little things, but what I'm saying here is like if it's financial freedom that you're after so you can travel more, then maybe we need to look at other areas in our lives so we can make that dream happen, instead of being like, oh, I just want more money. Because if we just want more money, we're never going to have enough money. And if you just want more views and you don't know how many views you want, you're never gonna get enough views. And if you just want to lose weight, we're always going to want to lose weight. And then we're going to get to a point where we lost too much weight. And then we're going to want to gain weight because we're going to feel horrible about ourselves because we're too skinny. Our jeans still don't fit. And we still don't like to look in the mirror. And now we're on the other end of the pendulum. Okay, that's it. I'm out of here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I do. Chantel says I do online surveys. Awesome. What's up, Proco? There's a lot of things that you can do. Look up. Oh my gosh, it was crazy. I was like, you can rent your bike. You can rent your car. You can rent rooms in your house. You can do whatever you want. You just have to decide if you're willing to make those sacrifices for what you want in life. And many people aren't. They're just not. They're happy with their 9 to 5. and then they're happy with being like, I just want more money, but they're not really doing anything about it. So take action, work towards those dreams and goals that you want. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment below. Let me know that you enjoyed it. Thumbs up. If you share this video, that's probably the greatest compliment. If you share these videos with your audience and your people and let them know what we have to say is worth putting in front of other people. Thank you so much. Thank you for your comments, shares, likes. Thank you for everything that you do to support True Farm and what we do. I'm out of here. Have a wonderful Monday evening.